Welcome to this episode of IIMT Open House on Evolving Careers in Management. Today, we have with us Dr. Chandreie Mukherjee. Let me introduce her briefly. Dr. Chandreie Mukherjee has obtained her PhD in English and Comparative Literature from Pondicherry University. She was awarded the University Gold Medal during her master's from the same university. Before joining IIM Vizag, she was working with Vellore Institute of Technology, Andhra Pradesh, as an assistant professor in the Department of Language. Her research interests lie in the domain of gender study, business communication, Indian writing in English, English language teaching, comparative literature, translation study, etc. She taught courses in English proficiency, both for the business school and engineering students. As a faculty, she has 4 years of experience and has taught courses on strategic communication, corporate communication, and English proficiency courses for undergraduate and postgraduate students. She also conducted several training programs for PSUs and corporates, including HPCL, IOCL, NTPC, L&T, National Science and Technology Laboratory of DRDO, Department of Public Enterprise, Hindustan Shipyard Limited, and CBSE school principals. With this brief introduction, I invite you to the program. Namaste.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
So without any delay, let me put forth my first question.
Sure.
Can you just explain how the workplace is becoming more and more complex nowadays, and how the student and working professional can manage this complexity by pursuing a career in communication? Madam.
Right. So what I feel is a couple of decades ago, the workplace was far less complex than it is today, right? So organizations have benefited from, with the onset of globalization as well, organizations have benefited from the richness of diversity and also reduction of hierarchy. And this entire process has become made lucid by the use of communication skills. So what one must do is, with the onset of COVID again, communication has taken a paradigm shift, right? So it is happening mostly on Zoom these days. And you just send a message over a WhatsApp and everyone gets to know that there is a meeting at so and so time. So even formal channels of communications are also changing over a period of time. So in a digital age where communication is multimodal, the scenario becomes increasingly complex and multifaceted. So given this, ever-changing context, I think effective professional communication in the workplace can be very, very difficult due to cultural differences, due to language barriers, social and other digital norms, which often many of us are not very aware. We were only forced to take up this digital technology, adapt to the technology after the onset of COVID. So we therefore need new practical set of guidelines to avoid confusion or even chaos at the place of work. So with this in mind, I think a career in communication industry would be a sure shot key to success, because that would address the complexity at workplace, which our 21st century workplace is catering to. It has become far more complex than it was a couple of decades back.
Okay, you are right, madam. After the workplace has become, say, flat and flat, or
Right.
flatter organization,
Right.
It appears it has become simpler and simpler, but really it has become a very complex. So one individual has to communicate with his boss or her boss, the CEO at one end. On the other hand, he has to deal with the customers. He has to deal with the other stakeholders. So it has really become a difficult, challenging affair.
Absolutely.
And secondly, previously only two kind of communication we are knowing: written communication, oral communication.
Yes.
Now
yes.
the word you have used, multimodal communication. Say
Yes.
WhatsApp, Zoom, maybe say online, offline, many kind of communications are there.
Absolutely.
And
Through social media
yeah,
platforms, through,
social media,
uh,
correct, correct.
yes. So
So
all
really
this
it
has
has
become
become
making the workplace more and more complex.
correct, correct.
Yes.
And my second question is, what are the basic stepping stones that a student or a professional must
Mhm.
follow before venturing into a career related to communication?
Right. So before unraveling the variety of range of roles that this domain provides, I think the very first thing that all the students or every individual is must have is first is the passion for the subject, is the passion or the zeal for the subject. So before deciding and committing to a career in communication, it is very important that we assess our skills. What are the skills that we have and what do we like to do? What are our interests that we have acquired over a period of time? So your passion will channelize you to a career of choice only when you have assessed your skills, when you are passionate towards pursuing a subject. For instance, what I feel is if a student is not very extrovert, or if a student is not very comfortable being the center of attention, or uh, comfortable in speaking out in public, I think for those people it is very difficult to pursue a career in communication, especially a job role of that of a news reader or a journalist. So it becomes very, very difficult for them, right? So having the pursuing your passion, having the passion for it, so that's the first skill or first thing, that stepping stone one should have. Second, what I feel is one should have the right degree in communication. If one, of course, there is, if you see people in communication, they can be drawn from different aspects or different subjects in humanities, or others. So all the graduates, they are eligible for applying for a role in communication as long as they are good in oral communication and written communication. But having the right degree would, what I feel is going to make the person more expert in a niche area. So though recruitment and communication, like I said, it happens from different aspects or different subjects, experts in different subjects, yet having the right degree will make you an expert in it. So getting a degree in communication is always going to help. So first is you need to have the zeal, you need to have the passion for it, and getting the right degree to pursue your passion. So that's the second one. Third one is looking for suitable experiences. So most of the degrees require students to do an internship as a part of their curriculum. And students must use this opportunity to seek a domain that complements their future interests. So if they want to be a journalist, maybe doing an internship with one of the reputed journalism industry, reputed organization in the journalism industry is going to help them in their career. So getting those experiences is also an add-on with their degree, which is going to help them in pursue their career. The next one, what I feel is to seize the right opportunity and when to start. So when it comes to finding the first job, every experience that one has gained will be very, very relevant. All these experiences as an intern or as an associate that you have gained while you were pursuing your degree is going to contribute to getting your first job. So job seekers should create an interesting resume showcasing their skills in variety of domains that they have worked in while acquiring their relevant degree. So that is also going to help a lot. That is going to add that competitive advantage or that boost to the career, which is going to take them forward. The last thing which I feel is very, very important is to be a member of professional organization. So jobs, especially in media and broadcasting, they are very, very highly competitive. And most roles get filled before even reaching the classified sections of the newspaper from where we actually look for jobs, right? So the best way for communication specialists to learn about this opportunity is through their peers, through their network. So building the proper network is also very, very crucial. There are a lot of groups nowadays. There's a group called Meetup. There is also a professional group called Zing, where different communication specialists meet, they share their ideas, they share job opportunities. So if the student is a part of such organization or such groups, informal groups, I think it helps them a lot to be at par with the happenings with the happenings of this present industry, and it will also help them with the current job openings that is happening elsewhere, across the country.
Correct.
So I think these five things are very, very important. So having the right zeal, having the right degree to pursue it, having the right experiences, internships, then to get the right opportunity, which is also very, very crucial. So you need to be updated and also be a part of a professional body, which is going to help you to be updated about the opportunities that is evolving in this domain.
Correct. Thank you, madam. Nicely, you have elaborated 5 steps. The first step, very nicely, you have told, know about yourself. In which area? Yeah, that is a very good suggestion you have given. And
Yes.
the last point, I have interviewed many professors, but no one has told that be a part of the network or the professional body. So rightly, you have pointed out that you must, a student must belong to a professional body so that he can get in touch with many seniors and stalwarts to get the job opening and the career guidance. Thank you. Thank you. So my next question is, what are the various job roles a communication professional can undertake after getting a degree in communication?
There are different kinds of job roles. In fact, there is an array of job roles which I feel a communication expert or a communication specialist can apply for, starting from newsreader or editor or an analyst, news analyst in a journalism industry. One can also be a radio jockey, a television broadcaster. So these experts with, they will articulate their excellent communication skills while they are interacting with different parts of, different groups or different people when they are interacting over radio or over television. One can also belong to, if you're very passionate in communication, you can also become a teacher or a faculty like me. But for that, you need to do your master's and then pursue a PhD. And then, it's a little long process. But there are other job roles as well. So you can also be a public relations manager, which is, again, most of the organization these days, they have a public relations manager, because corporate communication is extremely crucial. And crisis communication becomes very, very important when an organization is in crisis, when things go wrong. What to communicate to the media, what to write in the newspaper, how do we put information on a digital platform? All this requires a lot of expertise, I think, which only a communication specialist can, have. So one can also be a public relation manager. The very brilliant job role that one can have is to be a writer, to be a different kinds of writer, not only writer of different novels or books, but also nowadays jobs like, content writer, technical writer, where they write for different, different websites that we have from where we purchase things. So those product details are also written by communication experts. So that also adds to this, different job roles that this communication specialist can avail or go for. Apart from that, I think they can also take jobs in advertising or publishing industry, where they will very closely work with graphic designer or content creator in our advertising industry. So what their job role is, they can often ideate an advertisement, how an advertisement is going to make an impact. They design a book cover, because that also contributes to the selling of the book, right? or work as assistants in publishing houses, social media experts, brand managers in different organizations. So these are some of the different array of job roles that one can apply when one pursues a degree in communication.
Thank you, madam. You have given a very wide range of career option. Say PRO, public relation officer, crisis manager, advertisement content writer, then from say advertisement word or pictorial advertisement.
Right.
So it is really a creative. Say you can say creative job. So the communication is not only writing and speaking something in public, but there are many finer area of work in this communication line. So very rightly pointed out, and you have given a path to the newcomer who are entering into this same communication management. So my next question is, what are some of the degrees and say major university to pursue a degree in communication?
There are a number of universities. Actually, in fact, most of the universities nowadays, they offer courses in journalism. If you go from humanities and social science department, they will offer some course in journalism. But some of the premier institutes, which are highly focused only in they have the expertise in journalism and communication. First is, we have this AJK Mass Communication Research Center, that is Jamia Millia Islamia University. There we have this AJK Mass Communication Research Center. So this university is primarily focused on offering masters in mass communication and convergent journalism. They offer PG diploma courses also on subjects which are very innovative, like broadcast technology, visual communication, things like that. Then there is another organization, another institute, which is the IIMC, that is Indian Institute of Mass Communication, Delhi. So
also they have a center in Dhenkanal, Odisha.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the main
branch
is in Delhi. Yes. So this is primarily a training institute. It offers this postgraduate diploma programs in radios, in TV journalism, in advertising, public relations. So they have segregated different branches of communication. So communication is broken down into different branches, and they provide expertise courses in each of these domains, like regional journalism, digital media, public relations, all of these. And there are short-term courses also in this institute. Then there is another institute. We have people who are generally preparing for UPSC. They will read this Manorama Guide.
Yeah, Manorama Guide, yes.
Right. So this is published actually by the Manorama School of Communication, the MassCom, which is called in India. And this is one of the most reputed institute which offers PG diploma courses in print and digital journalism, and also in broadcast and digital journalism. So this is also, it offers very short-term courses. So these are some of the institute. Then there is IIJNM, Indian Institute of Journalism and New Media in Bangalore, Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication.
Mudra Communication.
Mudra Communication. These are some of the primary premier institutes in India. If you have to pursue and look for it abroad, there is University of Amsterdam in Netherlands, which offers a bachelor's program in media and culture. Then there is University of South California in Los Angeles, which gives a degree, MCM, that is the Master of Communication Management. So communication management is something new which is provided, which is offered here. So if somebody is interested to pursue a degree from abroad, this is a very interesting course in corporate communication one can look at.
Correct.
Right.
Okay. So very nicely you have elaborated the institute in India as well as the world-class institute outside India. And it was a very lucid discussion with you, and I'm pretty sure the student will be learning a lot out of your discussion. And
Thank
it
you
is
so
really,
much.
yeah. And I am sorry, extremely thankful to you. And being a scholar, being a gold medalist in communication, you have rightly say you have invaded your domain very
The pleasure
deeply.
is completely mine, Professor Patnaik, to work with you. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to reach out to the students. I think the work that you are doing in bringing out this book is commendable, because what students are not informed, though they have
Correct.
access to
Correct.
internet these days, but they are not properly informed, or they are
Correct.
not properly guided.
Yeah.
So I think this book is going to offer them that guidance.
Yes.
Based on their preferences, based on their
Correct.
choice of subjects.
Yeah.
And I encourage all the students to go through this book, read these chapters. I think that it's going to add up, make you a lot more informative. You can take an informative decision while
Yes.
pursuing your career, which
Correct. Correct.
which is, I think, very, very important to take an informed decision.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I must briefly, I will highlight our institute, IIMT. It was started in 2007. And we are doing, it is not a very big institute. It is a small institute, but we are doing quality work. And all the teachers who are teaching, that they help me in particularly different research and publication activity. And each year we are bringing out maybe say 10, 12 edited volume on different areas of management and technology.
Mm-hmm.
And all areas of management is covered, like HR. We are having a series on disruptive technology in HR. So
Okay.
whatever you have told, so multimodal communication, say WhatsApp, then you are now hiring the people through LinkedIn, and many things are coming. So it is covered under that. We are holding a conference in supply chain management. We are holding a conference on Industry 4.0 and many areas. Of course, the IT and data science and business analytics, we are covering all areas. And we are inviting the young professionals like you, because you see those, the mother IIMs, they are set, and the teachers are very senior. But
Yeah.
the young professionals who are now working, they need some kind of activity. So we invite the professors and faculty members and researchers, please collaborate with us, and definitely we can do much more for
Surely,
the
I'm sure.
society and for the students.
Absolutely. I think together we can contribute a lot to the society. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
giving this opportunity. The
Yeah.
pleasure is completely mine.
Yeah.
Thank you.